is upside down.
Yeah.
All right, what's up, man?
Yes. The world's upside down. So yeah. Um so anyway, what yeah, I'm just yeah, again, just I'm just, financially strapped, but I'll make it. I'll make it. And then they'll hopefully again that university, what's working in my favor is that there's absolutely no foreigners that are coming back here, right? So I mean they it's a demand market, right? They need we foreign teachers, so hopefully they can work with me, to get my visa, maybe give me that monthly salary, a portion of it up front, or pay for my Hong Kong trip, right, to get the visa. So we'll
Right.
see. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. Um, I wanted to talk to you about one of your favorite topics of neuroticism, being a neurotic. Um, and how do you define that? How does Jay Kienlen define being a person that is neurotic?
Bernardic.
Neurotic, not moronic. We know we know you think everybody is moronic. Neurotic, to have neuroses.
Bernardic no more than this.
Neuroses, Jay. When someone is neurotic, like I think your sister is neurotic.
No, I'm not neurotic.
Not you. I
No.
said your sister. I think Carrie is neurotic.
Well, that way be, but
Well, how do you
I
how do
always,
how do you define the concept? And like, what do you think a good explanation of being neurotic is?
oh, it's hard to say. You're also, if you look at when you look at the bustle, the bill of coffee, you
Yeah.
know, there's, there's this, just off the age of one diagnosis. So these are the little past the ender of the best. So
Right,
she's a
but it's
little,
just yeah,
she's neurotic.
but how would you define someone, like if you just met them and you'd say, "Boy, they're neurotic." Like how would you define a person that is neurotic?
Um, well, they're not they're not they're not always well to my they're not always the great stuff. So they say one thing and then another. I
Yeah,
don't.
yeah. So you mean they just don't have they can't control their thought process, their linear thought process.
Not all the time. No,
Okay.
sometimes, but not all the time.
Right. Now, I mean, is it? I don't even consider it really having a bad
I'm
connotation.
getting my daughter. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
I think when they hear you talking, that you're calling for them, right? Yeah.
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 She's just selected.
Yeah. Um,
Okay. Well, that's
no, I think it has a bad. It doesn't have a bad connotation, in my opinion. When you have neuroses, it's actually neurons. In my opinion, you're thinking, but you might be thinking too much.
I never really spent with her
Nah, I'm just
too
talk.
much.
I'm not talking about your sister, right? I'm just talking about anybody that would be categorized as having a neuroses. I think it's not to me. It doesn't have a bad connotation. It just means they're overly thinking. They're maybe thinking too much. I guess if that's possible.
Um, when people are cautious, neurotic, I tend to deal with not with them it's really hard to deal with them.
Yeah.
I mean, if I have to deal with them, that's minimal.
Right.
Because what are you going to do? You're not going to do much. They're going to say this, not do that, and whatever. So
Right.
it's best, if possible, get out of the way.
Yes. Yeah. That's a very that's another profession I would never had wanted or would have ever had wanted to dip my toe in, to be a psychiatrist or a psychologist. I mean, you're dealing with that day in and day out.
Well, yeah, probably.
Yeah, I mean, I would say 99% maybe of your patients have some kind of a neuroses.
Well, that may well be. So.
Yeah. So I'm assuming it's warm. It's hot here, right? The window, I get to have the window open. I still get it's crystal clear. So again, I don't know the production here in China, that they're producing many things, because it's a lot of sustainable stuff that they're producing, so they're not selling as much. The world is kind of not buying as much. They're also not buying from China as much. So there's many different factors. But it's good to see blue skies and clouds now here. But I still wake up with a little cough, because I think they run the plants at night. They run the production plants.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm happy. Thankfully I'm happy, because Tyler, I think when you're younger, you're more susceptible, your lungs, to like contracting. Yeah. So I'm happy that his generation isn't breathing in this shit like my wife's generation. So, yeah. But at the same time, the economy is not nearly what it was here 10 years ago. So, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I'll make it. It's just, I just got to see the horizon, right? Like, so this time it's June 20th. So this time, July, in 2 months, or in September 20th, I'll be getting paid, right? So I just need to keep my focus on that. It's just been forever. Well, I was teaching at a university in Thailand, but my wife didn't want to come join me. So, forced my hand back up here. So hopefully, she's working. Hopefully, we can just come together and get me through this Hong Kong visa ordeal, So the flight's only, China is as big geographically, JB, as the States, right? It's almost similar in size. But here's another difference in the price, or the pricing here. So it'd be basically from like New Hampshire or Vermont to Miami, right? The distance from where I'm at to Hong Kong. So, but that flight for me here, round trip, would be about 200 to 250. Right. I don't think you can fly from Vermont to Miami round trip for 250, right? I think it's like twice that.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. So that's the difference, but still, I still got to make the money regardless, to do that. So, yeah. And then the visa costs too, So, all right, what did you have for dinner there, JB?
No, but they just served me. It's on the plate here.
Well, that's good. I'll try to time it so where I can pick off your plate, because I'll be flat broke coming to visit you. That looks good, Unc. That looks good. Oh, and they have a. I know how Catholic you are. That's a joke, but they have the cross on the wall. Do you ever one last question? Do you ever think of any of your Catholic upbringing, or is that completely vanquished from
No,
your
not too
mind?
much. No.
No, yeah, no. And were you an altar boy too, Jay?
What?
Were you an altar boy like Louis? Were you an altar boy?
No. No.
No,
No.
no, yeah. Louis was. Louis was. Yeah, yeah. All right, man. Sorry to bother you.
Okay.
I
Thanks.
love you. I'll ring you tomorrow. Enjoy your.
Give me a call. Quick.
What's that?
Yeah, I'm kind of. I'm in an ebb.
No, that's all right. I know
Oh,
you just
no
woke
problem.
up. Enjoy your supper. Have a good night's rest. I'll ring you tomorrow. Okay.
Okay,
All right.
great.
Love you, man. All right. Bye bye. Bye bye.